Hey, thanks for stopping by. I'm Clint Mackey, the author of FearlessTeamLeader.com, and I'm on my way right now to go meet some people I've never met in a location that I've never been. So pardon me while I'm driving here and talking at the same time. But the question I get from a lot of people is, why do you carry a gun, Clint? And I carry a gun just about everywhere I go, as a matter of fact. I've got one right handy right here. And that might seem strange to some people, that people in America carry guns everywhere they go. Not everybody does. As a matter of fact, it's a very small percentage of people that have taken the time to take the classes and get licensed by the government to carry a gun and have properly know how to do so without getting themselves in trouble. And the question is, why do I carry a gun? I have the common questions that people will ask me. I wrote them down, and I'm going to answer them one by one because I think they're interesting, even though some of them I think are really stupid questions. So I want to answer these questions so people will hopefully get something out of this and stop asking the stupid questions and maybe get a little more clarity on why it is that people like me are carrying guns at an increasing rate these days, above and beyond what they were before. See, it's always been legal in the United States to own guns. If you're not aware of that, it is our right as citizens to own as many guns of whatever type we want. Now, there are some restrictions, but pretty much, if you're not familiar with the Second Amendment, it has nothing to do with hunting. It has nothing to do with that at all. It has everything to do with keeping the government from overtaking its own citizens and enslaving them like it has in so many other countries. But here are the questions I get asked. The first question is, why are you so paranoid? Paranoid is an interesting word. The word paranoid means that you have an unreasonable fear of something that is not real or a real danger to you. So if you're afraid of pickles or ants or spiders, then that could be a paranoia or a fear, a phobia. And I'm neither of those. It's not a phobia, I'm not paranoid. I tell you, there are real threats. There are real evil people on this planet, and not all of them are our friends, obviously. There are evil people that mean to rob and harm other people, and it's our duty to keep ourselves and each other safe. So let me ask you this. Have you ever been robbed at gunpoint? I have. Gun stuck to my head, give me all your money, literally. Have you ever had your ass kicked in the country by an angry redneck for no real good reason? I have. It took the police 45 minutes to show up. 45 minutes. It took him 14 seconds to beat my ass, and it took the cops 45 minutes to get there. I could have been dead by the time they got there. There are some real threats in this world. People that want to deny this are living in a dreamland. The Islamic threat on this planet is growing, 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 and it is by the design of that minority of people who have taken over the Islamic religion. And you can tell them they're a minority if you want, that's fine. A minority of 1.5 billion people is still a couple hundred million people who want all Jews, all Christians, all Americans dead. And I fit two of those three categories right there. And we are seeing it on an increasingly high level. People getting their heads chopped off in the middle of a street. Young students bombing crowds in Boston. And it's because they think they can get away with it. Because they do, on a pretty regular basis. You know, so we really need to be thinking about this. And think about the unrest in the United States that's fostered by this very administration that we have. They are paying people to protest on behalf of the United States government, and it's not being reported on the news. Look it up. A lot of these protests that are happening are paid for by the Department of Justice in order to raise domestic strife within our own borders. Look it up. It's happening right now. Second stupid question I get, is that thing loaded? Well, hell yes, it's loaded. An unloaded gun ain't worth a shit. And if you're carrying an unloaded gun around, you're an idiot. You might as well just leave it at home. You're a bigger danger to yourself if you're carrying around anything other than a loaded gun. If you're carrying a loaded gun around, you're a target. Someone is going to take advantage of you if you have an unloaded gun. So just leave it at home if you're not going to carry it loaded. What I mean by loaded is one in the chamber, just like that. And an extra magazine in your pocket. So I've got this one plus another one just like it with me at all times. So I don't, you know, we have guns everywhere. Are guns dangerous? That's another question. Well, if you're done with them, they're dangerous. Yeah, they're supposed to be dangerous. They're supposed to be dangerous to whoever they're pointed at. Now, there are a lot of fools running around that own guns, and I wouldn't trust them. But I'll tell you something else. I have hundreds of friends of mine, dozens of friends, hundreds of people that I know that carry guns everywhere they go, and I trust them with my life for sure. Another question people ask me, am I a cop wannabe? Do I have a complex like I got to solve the problems? No. If I wanted to be a cop, I'd be a cop. It's pretty easy to get into an academy. I'm probably pretty well fit, and I could probably get hired somewhere if I wanted to. I'm after my own safety here. I'm going to protect myself, and if someone else needs help that requires the use of a weapon, I'll be there for them too. There are people that cannot defend themselves. If I'm in a position to help somebody, I will, yeah, for sure. But I don't think I need to go out and look for crime. There are police out there for that reason. The last question I get from people is, why do you have a gun with you? And I've already answered several of those questions. Why? Well, it comes down to this. Guns are equalizers. That's what they are, nothing more. It's an equalizer against a greater force. So if I can't stand up for myself and I think that my life is in danger, I will equalize the situation using my weapon. I pray to God that it never happens, but I'm ready for it if it does. Second Amendment rights. If people do not understand that the government can take everything away from you if they can take away your guns, then you don't understand what's going on. If you value your right to your religion, your sexuality, your right to free speech, your ability to congregate, they can take all that away if you can't object to it, if you can't defend yourself against tyranny. They can own you, just like they do in a lot of other countries, and some of you know this to be true. If they can make a law against your religion and make sure that you can't say what you want about the government, then they can tell you just about anything, can't they? They can do whatever they want if they can't stop you. But basically, the reason I carry a gun is because I can. And why wouldn't I if I can? That's really what it comes down to. I carry a weapon with me because I can. And that's really the bottom line, because I can. My name is Clint Mackey. I am the Fearless Team Leader, the author of FearlessTeamLeader.com. I hope you got something out of this today. My job, my mission, my entire goal in life is to leave you better than I found you, and I hope I've done that today. Thanks for stopping by.